Okay, so my name is Carla, and I'm a senior. So I have a lot of relatives, like a lot of relatives. I'm not even saying that as a generalization. My family comes from two countries in Latin America. So my dad was born in Costa Rica, my mom was born in Ecuador, and they both moved here when they were teenagers. So my house has been kind of like a place where a lot of people come to stay because we have a lot of people that just come to visit, New York because it's like, oh, New York, it's New York. It's like a big deal. I'm the youngest in my family. I have two older brothers and an older sister. It was pretty popular to have like big families. So my grandparents each had like a lot of siblings. My grandpa had like probably 18 siblings because his dad had so many different like partners. So he has so many siblings, and my grandma also has a lot of siblings. Not 18.
Well, that's why you have such a big family.
Yeah, but like 12 maybe or 11. So she was finally going to be a big sister, and she was super excited. So I forget what the baby's name was, but her mom had a baby, and unfortunately the baby passed away because where they're from, there's not like a lot of medical care, especially in the small towns that they're from. My grandma's from this town called Simon Bolivar, and it's like really small, and it's like along the side of a river, and you go and like you fetch your water from the river. It's really tiny. It's in like the middle of Ecuador. So obviously they don't have access to like good health care even still today. So the baby passed away. So my grandma was like really sad about it. She was like, I really want to be a big sister, like, and she was also really little at the time, so she didn't really understand like the severity of it. But she says that um, one thing that her mom used to like make her do was like help her clean the house. So she was like sweeping the hallway once, and then she heard something coming from one of the bedrooms. So she like walked over to the bedroom to see what it was, and she says that she claims that she saw like a little baby angel like flying around the ceiling of the room, and she kept trying to get her broom to like catch it, but it just kept flying around and it was too fast for her. And she loves telling us this story like all the time. I haven't like seen my parents be very superstitious. My grandparents are really, really superstitious. Um, they have a lot of good stories. I've only had one really superstitious experience, and it's very like vague. So I used to be a volunteer at a summer camp for kids with special needs. So I did that every summer during high school and into like my sophomore year of college. And so one thing that happens at the end of the week is like there's a dance for like all the campers, and it's like really fun. Like there's a DJ, and like we all just like dance with our campers. It's really fun. And so one thing is like that day is so annoying because after like lunch and like I guess like rest period is over, all the girls like refuse to like leave the dorms because they want to like they want to do their hair and so we always have to go back and get them from the bathrooms, and the bathrooms are attached to the dormitories. So one time, um, this was like maybe like 3 summers ago, I was with my group, and I think we were like missing someone. So I was like, all right, I'll go back to the dorms. That's probably where she is, like trying to like straighten that one last piece of hair. But I went back to the dormitory where the bathroom is, and I was like walking through the dormitory. I didn't see anyone in the bathroom. I was just like walking through. So the dormitory has a door that attaches to the bathroom, and it's like a swinging door. So it was dead silent, like completely quiet. Um, and then out of nowhere, the door just like slammed shut. And like it was like ajar, and then it like slammed shut, which is weird because it's a swinging door, so you can't really slam it shut.
Yeah.
But it just like did. And it was so strange because there was no one around. Like there were no people around. It wasn't windy. It wasn't like, oh, it was ajar like pretty far back, and then it just like shut. And I was like, oh my God, people tell ghost stories about this place all the time. Like obviously it's a campsite. Like people go crazy and tell ghost stories all the time. And I just like freaked out, and I like booked it and like ran away. I was so terrified.